This is News 14 Carolina, Meteorologist Matthew East, and this is the Monday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Let's start things off here with a look up at Asheville, up in the North Carolina mountains. There were some showers overnight in portions of the mountains, mainly the Tennessee side of the mountains, but as I'm cutting this video, things fairly quiet. Here's a look at Center City Park in Greensboro, and it is a pretty nice start to the day here. Across a good chunk of the Carolinas. Mild start, many spots here in the Piedmont. Started off the day in the 70s today. And over at the Carolina coastline, that's an image snapped this morning of the Duck, North Carolina area around Kitty Hawk. And nice sunrise there off of the Atlantic Ocean. Also a quiet day here to start off the day for the Carolina coastline. All right, across the lower 48, really a very quiet start to the day today. We've had, again, some showers earlier today from the North Carolina mountains on down into parts of Alabama along a frontal boundary. Now, most of that activity is down into the northwestern parts of Gulf of Mexico at the time I'm cutting this video, which is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Across the lower 48, there's your surface map. High pressure centered over parts of Kansas and Nebraska, and it was a chilly start there. More on that in just a second. And if you look very carefully here, we do have a cold front extending down from this low pressure in eastern Canada, and that cold front currently extends really right across the Carolinas and on down into portions of the deep south and the Wiregrass region of southeastern Alabama. That front will continue moving through our area today. Behind the front, much cooler weather. In fact, a lot of 30s in parts of the Plain States this morning. Much of Nebraska saw mid to upper 30s to lower 40s this morning under that high pressure I showed you a couple of moments ago. Now, ahead of that front, we had a very mild night, and we're going to have those downsloping winds. The northwesterly flow behind that front downsloping the wind a bit. So even though we'll have the cooler, drier air moving in here, it is going to be still a pretty warm day. I think our highs here in the Piedmont in the 80s out there as we go through this afternoon. All right, let's go to the 06Z run to the GFS model. And here we are at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the front pushing through the Carolinas. And across the southern Piedmont over toward the coastal plain, there's the chance for a couple showers out there as we go through this afternoon. But I think most spots in the northern half of the state, for the Triad and the Triangle regions, probably staying dry today, although, again, I can't rule out a shower. But here we are at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on Tuesday morning, and the front has passed on through, and we're going to have a sort of Carolina wedge event setting up. Not the classic one with high pressure drilling down the eastern side of the mountains, but what we're going to have is really some uplift, what we call isentropic upglide settling in. Rain will begin to fall into the drier air mass we'll have in place here in the Piedmont. And the result will be somewhat of a cold air damming scenario here across the Piedmont regions of the Carolinas. So what we'll see happen is clouds rolling back in tonight. And as we go through Tuesday and Tuesday night, lots of clouds, some occasional showers, and a much cooler day. We're talking highs tomorrow struggling to make it into the lower 70s. In fact, some modeling indicating we stay in the 60s all day tomorrow. So anyway you look at it, a much cooler day for tomorrow. That's 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Here we are at 8 o'clock in the evening, Tuesday evening. There's the showers that are continuing to occur. None of the rain looks overly heavy, but some spots might get a decent soaking out of this. We'll see how that plays out. 2 a.m. Wednesday morning, the shower chances continuing here on the GFS. 8 a.m., the shower's still with us. I think that'll probably be about when we see the showers tapering off. Wednesday morning, the uplift or the upglide for the shower should begin to wane, and I think once we get past Wednesday morning, that's the precipitation there in this frame that falls between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Wednesday. That should be about it in terms of rain chances. Let's skip ahead now. Here we are 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. A nice fresh high pressure area building into the Great Lakes region. That's going to push even drier air down into our area so that by Friday we're looking good. And I think the weather around here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will just be fantastic. We're talking highs, upper 70s, very low levels of humidity, and low temperatures each morning beginning Thursday morning in the upper 50s. So it's going to be a very nice stretch of weather. Peak at the weekend. Here we are on Saturday. Very quiet pattern. The rain chance is really confined off to our south along the Gulf Coast. And things looking very nice around here. So again, quick recap for you. We're talking about still warm today. Cold front moving through. Showers possible late tonight, especially as we go through tomorrow night, ending early Wednesday. Then after that, drier air mass settling in. We're talking highs in the 70s each day after today. And low temperatures later on this week dipping down into the upper 50s each morning. So those of you that have been wanting some nice, cooler, more autumn-like weather, it is coming this week. All right, that's it for this edition, of the Carolina Weather Video. My email address, matthew.east@news14.com, and Time Warner Cable Channel 14. That's where News 14 Carolina is housed, and, of course, on the web at www.news14.com. That's it for this edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everyone have a great Monday, and God bless.